Have you ever had a moment when you feel like you were being watched? Let's hear some of my friends' stories.
So there's actually lots of time that I felt I was being watched by the internet and things like that. So like me and my friends were talking about it that was a really famous sneaker out there in the market. And then when I go on the internet, Google just recommends me that particular sneaker and the clothing that we are just talking about. So I felt really weird and creepy in that because of the big data.
I'm a big fan of TikTok, so I will search some cooking videos on the TikTok. But I found that after I search for the first time, after that, TikTok will just send me the cooking videos instead of other interesting things. So I think I'm really watched by TikTok.
These responses really got me interested in researching this topic. Pros and cons of surveillance.
With the development of the internet, social networks, and other technologies, huge amounts of data are generated, transported, and stored in the cloud during people's daily use of mobile devices. The related phenomenon of data surveillance is attracting increasing attention.
Is it good or is it bad? I don't know. In this video, I'm not going to explore the issue of right and wrong, but I will show some of its pros and cons separately, and I hope it can give you some new perspectives.
So, what are the benefits? I will now give you two examples. The first is China's Skynet system. Are you familiar with this scene from Fast and Furious? Just by capturing a picture of your face, it can get all the information about you. In fact, similar things and technologies are widely available and used in China. To meet the needs of urban security prevention and control, China has spent a lot of money over the years to build a surveillance system called Skynet, which is the world's largest video surveillance network, covering more than 20 million video shoots across the country. According to statistics, 4,630 criminal cases have been solved with the help of Skynet in Guangzhou, a city once rated as having the worst security in China. In addition, surveillance cameras helped Shanghai police arrest 6,000 suspects last year. At the same time, surveillance systems at airports, train stations, and highways play an important role in catching criminals who try to abscond. Meanwhile, a more common example we will meet is the vaccination QR code. People need to be vaccinated to get their code, which will show some basic personal information. Also, some countries use technologies such as location tracking apps to determine whether people may have been in contact with carriers. Only people with the green code or vaccination code are allowed to enter malls and restaurants. It helps identify risks and contain the spread of the virus. However, what are the disadvantages of data surveillance? Amazon, TikTok, and Facebook. When you are using them, do you notice the potential problems? We seem to have grown accustomed to handing over our information to unfamiliar businesses and organizations without even realizing it. They can easily know your address, phone number, social networks, and even your life experiences. Also, based on your usage data, they can not only analyze what you are interested in, but also analyze you as a person. And what if it be connected with politics? In March 2018, the Facebook data breach scandal attracted global attention. It involved the information of more than 15 million Facebook users. A company called Cambridge Analytica uses this data to predict and influence the public's political choices. It was once hired by former US President Donald Trump's campaign. Another event that cannot be ignored is the US PRISM program.
Talk a little bit about how the American surveillance state actually functions. Does it target the actions of Americans?
NSA and the intelligence community in general is focused on getting intelligence wherever it can by any means possible that it believes on the grounds of sort of a self-certification that they serve the national interest. Originally, we saw that focus very narrowly tailored as foreign intelligence gathered overseas. Now, increasingly, we see that it's happening domestically. And to do that, the NSA specifically targets the communications of everyone. It ingests them by default. It collects them in its system, and it filters them, and it analyzes them, and it measures them, and it stores them for periods of time, simply because that's the easiest, most efficient, and most valuable way to achieve these ends. So while they may be intending to target someone associated with a foreign government or someone that they suspect of terrorism, they're collecting your communications to do so.
Finally, through this video, I hope you have a better understanding of surveillance. Finding a balance between data mining and citizen privacy still needs to be constantly explored in practice. It is not a matter of overnight and requires continuously joint efforts from all sectors of society. But at least, you should understand data surveillance and adjust your use of information in the network to maximize the security of your information.